Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys the weekly soul connection reading. And so this is going to be for today's date, which is Monday, January 13th, going all the way until Sunday, January 13th. And so soul connection, this could be for any kind of a connection that you feel with another person, twin flame, soulmate, however you resonate with this person. We're just focusing on the energies, and I'm going to be channeling for those of you that are in some sort of separation or challenge with this person, okay? That's just what I'm always guided to channel for. And as usual, everything I'm using will be down below, but I wanted to go into a couple of things first. So if you guys are not interested in this first 5 minutes, no worries. Just go to the timestamp. It'll take you straight to the reading. So the very first thing that I want to talk about is I have gotten some questions lately about a posting schedule. And what I want to say, you guys, is that when it comes to energy, obviously I've run a tarot business, and so I do tarot readings, and people get their scheduled, they get their day. Send them an email. This is the day you're going to get your reading between these times. That is the only thing that I can be committed to as far as doing, free content on YouTube and Instagram. It really just is with how I'm energetically feeling. I do try to stick to a tentative schedule, with the soul connection reading, of course, usually on Sundays or Mondays, I will post this. But a prime example was this weekend. I had a migraine this weekend, so it wasn't going to work out for me that I posted this reading yesterday. So that's why I'm bringing it to you guys this morning. So I just need room in my schedule if I'm just maybe not feeling it, or something's going on, or I'm busy, or something comes up. Those are going to be the days that I don't post things. But the one thing that I am doing regularly now, which I feel pretty committed to and I feel pretty good about, is doing the picture card posts on the Soul Connections every other day. Because when I first started them, I was doing them every day, but I was starting to feel kind of overwhelmed, and certain days I was really trying to push to tap into the energies. So since I've backed off and I'm now doing it every other day, it just feels so right. So anyways, I hope that you guys are enjoying that new schedule. And I'm also featuring other deck creators' cards in there just to kind of give it a little bit of a flair. And why am I still using this Christmas box? People want to know. It's not Christmas anymore. Well, this is the thing. I absolutely love this box. I just can't step away from it. And the reason why is because it's freaking huge. I know you guys aren't going to see that on camera, but this thing is really tall. Like, it keeps just going up. And I can put all of my decks up there that I'm going to use in this reading, because we all know that I like to use a million decks in one reading. And so it just hides them nicely out of camera view, and it's just perfect. So I just have to go back to Joann's craft store, which is where I found this box, and hopefully find some other decorative box that will be, seasonal. So anyways, also to my nails, my God, this has just been really hard for me. I decided to take my nails off because they were just a pain in the ass. They were getting chipped and everything else anyways, while I was going through my move in December. And so I just thought there's absolutely no reason for me to go to the salon and sit down for another hour and a half, which I hate doing, by the way. It's such a chore to get my nails done just to get them all jacked up, because right now, currently, I am restoring my old home in order for my daughter and her fiance to move into it in February. And so basically, once all the painting and all that crap is done, I will be resuming to having nice fingers again. So those were just some things that were being just kind of commented on. Nothing negative, nothing bad. I just thought I would address those 3 things. And then the last thing, actually, that wasn't 3 things, was it? Yeah, it was. The 4th thing, last thing. I just want to let you guys know, as far as I know I've said this a million times before, but as far as watching readings on YouTube, or maybe even receiving personal readings from your favorite readers, if you guys have even gotten a reading from me, I just want to say that, energy is energy, and energy is always shifting and changing. And plus, we have the energy of course, free will. And so whatever comes through a reading is not set in stone. It's not forever. So if something challenging were to come up, or even something super fabulous, things can shift and change. So always at the end of the day, you guys, take the things that come through, especially general readings, as very light messages, as some gentle guidance for your day. If you're feeling triggered, yeah, of course, there may be a reason, you might want to examine that. But if you're not feeling good, or if you're not feeling inspired by what you're watching or what you're receiving, it might be a sign that it's time to either take a break or just take a permanent break from my channel. or anybody, you always have to go with what feels right for you. So I wouldn't spend time doing things that don't uplift me and make me feel good and don't inspire me. So I would, of course, expect my audience to do the same. So please honor yourselves at the end of the day. So I just wanted to say that, okay? So anyways, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this reading. I went ahead and before I got started here, I went into my reading room and I just selected specific decks that just spoke to me, that worked together. One of my favorite things to do is to combine tarot cards with an oracle deck, like a matching oracle deck to go with tarot. I've always been about that. And so I hope that you guys enjoy that. But I am not using any of my cards today. I just was not guided to do it. Not that there's anything wrong with my decks. I just was not feeling it today. So if I'm not feeling it, I'm not going to push it. So I'm using decks from, all kinds of other creators. I don't think I'm using any independent decks except for maybe two. But most of these you will be able to get off of Amazon. So I'll put those links down below. So today's featured Orgonite is the Mystic Moon Twin Flame Pyramid Orgonite created by Wing and Bell. So I just wanted to have that here in the corner for the energy. And if you guys are interested in any of the beautiful Orgonites, I will put them down below. So let's just get started, you guys. Let's get into this reading. The very first thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to take a look and see what is the main energy of this connection this week, okay? What is the main energy of this connection this week? So the decks that I selected for this are going to be the Syrian Starseed Tarot combined with the Angels of Atlantis cards. So what is the main energies of this connection this week? So this just means energies that are affecting it, maybe external energies, universal energies, whatever that may be. What are the energies that are basically, spelling out the connection this week? Let's take a look. So I'm going to grab 3 cards from this deck. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm just going to put those there, and then we're going to shuffle the tarot, and I'm just going to lay them down. This is a really cool deck, the Syrian Starseed. It's a really big deck, which I'm a huge fan of larger decks. Okay, so let's lay them out here. I'm not using any reversals today. Okay, so let's just go ahead and mix these up. I'm feeling this. Okay, so very first thing. We've got jovial, liberation. So let's see what this has to do with you guys this week when it comes to your connection. So there might be some sort of a liberation, a freeing of some sort of energy. Let's take a look and see what we've got. Oh, we have the 7 of Cups. So the 7 of Cups is a card of confusion. It's a card that indicates some sort of just mental confusion, too many options, procrastination, fantasies, fantasy thinking, unrealistic thinking. We're liberating ourselves perhaps this week when it comes to any kind of energy that's not solid. So of course this could be for you, this could be about your person, this could be about the connection, this could just be about other things that are in your lives, but there's definitely freeing ourselves from unrealistic thinking or any kind of cloudy thinking, anything that's causing us confusion this week. I love that combination. That's fantastic. So let's go ahead and see what else. We have Archangel Michael, enchantment. That's kind of interesting to get right after that card. So I can't wait to see what the tarot is matched up with this, because the 7 of Cups to me is very much a card of enchantment. It's fantasy. We have a freaking unicorn on that card, by the way. So I mean, yeah, talk about fantasy, right? But there's that energy. Oh my gosh, higher self. Interesting. So this is the High Priestess's energy. The High Priestess is tapping into her intuition. She's deciphering between fantasy thinking versus reality. She's consulting her higher self. So I feel like people are relying in this connection, rather than getting caught up in a fantasy, rather than getting confused. I'm actually getting more of that, you guys. Rather than getting confused, by things that are just kind of like, I'm not sure if I'm correct, or if I'm not sure if this is something that's real, because I feel this for both people. It's not just one. So both people in this connection may be having a difficult time differentiating between fantasy thinking and reality and intuition. It's kind of like this triangle. So we're being asked this week to really plug in and tap into our higher self. What does your intuition say? It's not what a card reading says. It's not what your friend says. It's not what your boss says or your family member says. It's what your higher self is telling you. That is what you are to rely upon this week when it comes to any kind of energy that is confusing to you. So both people are looking up rather than looking at the situation in front of them, because there may not be a situation that's in front of you. You guys may not be speaking. You guys may not even be seeing each other in the physical world. So in a way, we're almost forced to have to consult our higher self, to connect with the divine, to connect with the universe. So that is what I am seeing here. So Archangel Michael and Jophiel are coming through strong, saying you can liberate yourself from this confusion and realize that what you do sense, or what you are seeing or feeling intuitively, is in fact real. But you're being asked to consult things from a higher perspective. Kind of like if you look at this situation or even this connection in earthly energy, it's going to seem like it's a fantasy. It's going to seem like it's not real. But Spirit is asking you to consult your higher self when it comes to this connection. What do you feel? It's not about what anybody else says about your connection. It's not about what you're hearing. It's about how you connect with this person and how you connect with this soul connection. That's all that matters. That's the message, you guys, that's coming through. And we have Metatron, mercy. Wow, a lot of important angels coming through here today. Mercy. Have mercy. Oh, God, have mercy on my soul. The lovers, you guys. Oh, my God. Okay. So the fact that we have this High Priestess and the lovers and the Seven of Cups, I mean, this tells me here that this is a very magical connection where you can really get carried away. You can absolutely get carried away with this type of connection, because it's very, very, it's very magical. That's just what I'm getting here for this. But the energy here is mercy. And so, of course, mercy is about forgiveness. It's about having mercy on not only yourself, but also your partner. Having mercy perhaps on others that maybe don't understand this type of a soul connection. They don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to them because they can't see it, because they're not on. It's not about you being better than someone else. They're just not on your level to be able to understand what the hell you're talking about. Some people might even think you're nuts, you're crazy. I know that when I'm saying this right now, some of you guys are just going, oh my freaking God. I know exactly what she's saying, because there are people that have probably judged you for your connection to this person. And it's not about staying attached to somebody who is unavailable or abusive to you. It's not about that. We're not talking about trying to break up people's, happiness in marriages and staying attached to toxic people that are abusing you. That's not the kind of thing I'm talking about. But the kind of connection where you're just like, it just makes no sense that I would still feel connected to this person after this period of time. And other people are just kind of like, I don't get it. Why can't you just forget this person? Why can't you just let them go? What's your problem? What's your issue? And you're kind of like, I have moved on. I'm doing just fine. I don't need this connection, but yet you still feel it. So those are the people that I'm talking to here. So the energy of this connection this week is that both people are confused by it. Both people are trying to consult and connect with themselves in a higher way and even to the universe in order to understand this connection. They're trying to also figure out something about the choices that they've made in their lives. Both people have made choices, maybe in this connection, outside of this connection, that affects this connection now. And so people are trying to have mercy on themselves and each other for the choices that have been made, because the Lovers is also about choices. So I think the message here for this energy this week is to consult your higher self and your intuition when it comes to this connection. Maybe try to consult others less than yourself. You're the only person that truly is connected to this connection. You know, a person or a reader or anybody else outside of you can only connect so much, but you're the person that's plugged in here completely 100%. Wow, so moving. Oh my God. Okay. Well, let's go ahead now and move on. I have this little thing here. Hold on for a second. Oh, my assistant's texting me really quick. Hold on here. Okay. Sorry, Vic, I'm going to have to text you back. So let's now take a look and get the energies of the past. How is the past still affecting this connection? So we're going to go into the Akashic Tarot, which I thought would be great for the past, combining it with the energy oracle cards. So kind of same thing we're going to do here for the past, for some past energies that are still affecting the present. Okay, you guys, so past energy that's still affecting the present. We have hostilities. Whoa. Okay, so something may have happened between you and your person, right? Somebody could have gotten very angry. Somebody's actions could have been very hostile. There could have definitely been a reason why we are now either needing to have mercy on another person or even ourselves. Somebody else is having mercy on us because of choices that were made perhaps in the past. That's what I'm seeing here. Let's get a connecting card. Oh my gosh, we have the Akashic Library. Okay, so what I'm getting here, you guys, is that whatever has happened in this connection absolutely was meant to happen, period. You guys both signed up for this, okay? So this is going to be a really deep kind of a reading. Hope you guys are ready for this. But yeah, this kind of situation that you find yourself in with this particular individual was meant to be from the start. It was meant to go this way. Whatever challenges you're experiencing, whatever hostilities came up in you or even in this other person was absolutely meant to teach you something. It's already been written. The Akashic Library, it's already been written here. You wrote it before you came here. You wrote it before you experienced it. So this tells me here that you guys are already on track with what has happened so far. The past is the past. You can't rewrite that. It had to happen this way. Now we have a man holding a coin. So this could be the masculine in the situation, or we just have the energy here of somebody that's holding a coin. Now, coins in this particular deck are valuable lessons here, things that had to happen for a particular reason, valuable lessons at hand. Wow, Two of Roses, you guys. So the Two of Roses in this particular deck is kind of an interesting card. You know, it's not like it's kind of the Two of Cups, but not really actually. Because if you can see, there are two empty chairs here. Two empty chairs. And there's tea, but no one's sitting at that table. The winged messengers, this is spirit. This is spirit here that is connecting these two people. These two people are not actually together in the physical world, but you guys are connected through spirit. So what I'm getting here, you guys, is that the past, somebody had to abandon someone. Somebody had to disappear from somebody's life in order to teach them a valuable lesson. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. All right. What else? What else you got for us, Spirit? What else? We have to see it. Oh my gosh, it keeps getting better. It keeps getting better. So we have twos coming up, you guys. Twos, if you're seeing a lot of twos, could be very significant for this connection for whatever reason. You might be seeing these angel numbers. They might be significant in your connection. The only reason that I say this is because we have 2, 2, 2 and 2. So they've come out on 4 cards here. Okay, we also have some 7s too. We have 4 plus 3 is 7 and 2 plus 5 is 7, so 7s as well. But yeah, deceit. There had to be some sort of deceit, hostility, abandonment. All of these things play a major role in someone's healing, or have already. It's definitely been something that you signed up for. And the Queen of Forces. So I have a masculine and a feminine here. You know, this feminine, this is the Queen of Wands, you guys, in this particular deck. I love the Queen of Wands. She's one of my favorite queens because this Queen of Wands has become very, very strong, very independent, very driven. It has actually helped her. So these experiences have made this queen who she was meant to be. But I'm also getting that someone had to teach this masculine a very valuable lesson. And who better than this Queen of Forces? This Queen of Forces, look at her. She's both masculine and feminine. Feminine, masculine. You see this? Balancing these energies. It doesn't mean that this queen or the feminine is in charge of this connection. It just means that her energy is very important to this connection. So where this feminine is at in life, where this feminine is at in her energy field, really does create some sort of force within the universe with this connection. So the thing is, feminines, if you're watching this video, if this happens to be you, what I'm getting is that this has forced you being deceived, being abandoned perhaps, getting hostile, or having these things done to you, or you doing it to them, or whatever has happened here. Okay, take the story as it resonates for you. Has forced you to ascend, has forced you to change, has forced you to become the queen that you were meant to be in this frickin' lifetime. So celebrate it. There's no reason to cry over the past. There's no reason to be in this energy of hating this individual, of not being able to forgive this individual, you know, to speaking of them illy. Is that even a word? I don't think it is. In an ill way. There's no reason to do that. You can celebrate. You can thank this person. And I'm not talking about how you've got to ring them up on the phone or send them a letter or a text and telling them thank you very much, even though if you felt drawn to do that, you could. But this person has actually been one of the most important parts of your healing in this lifetime. No wonder you still feel connected to this individual. No wonder you're still watching these types of videos. Okay? But the thing is, there is a lesson here for your person as well. It's not just one-sided. You're helping this person to learn something as well. So the more balanced that you are, the more that you're in this energy of balancing your masculine and feminine within your own energies, okay? The more you lead the way for this person to seek their valuable lesson or to learn it. It's beautiful. So there's a past life tie here for sure. You guys have already written this out before you came here. You guys are just playing out the script. You're just playing out the script. Wow, so fantastic. Okay, well, moving on. Let's take a look now and get the energies here of the person that you're watching this video for. So what is the present energy of the person that you're watching this video for? Let's take a look. So we're going to go into the Oracle Tarot by Lucy Cavendish, very cool deck, and we're going to combine it here with the Trust Your Vibes deck, okay? And I'm going to use this for the person that you're watching this video for and for you, and then we're going to switch gears and we're going to go to their energy towards you at this time and vice versa. Okay. So what about your person's mental energy? What's going on in their mental space? Let's take a look. We have the moon's energy, yearning, desire. What's very interesting here is that the High Priestess is very significant for the connection this week. The moon and the High Priestess are very similar energies, okay? The moon is feminine energy. It's receptive energy. So this person, and we also have the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is also a card of kind of confusion, dreamy, elusive energy, or illusory energy. That makes sense. So this does not surprise me to see this for this individual. This person is very much in tune with their higher self this week. Very much could be dreaming or thinking about this connection. Very confused by this connection. Very confused by their own feelings. Definitely thinking in terms, perhaps, of feminine energy. Be generous. Interesting. Okay, so this to me tells me here that this person is thinking about doing something, taking some sort of action. The moon is an energy where we kind of, we pull back, we go within. Being generous is going to take courage and strength in order to now take some sort of action on what we're feeling and what we're thinking. We can only think about something for so long, but what are we going to do with these thoughts? Are we going to do something with them? Are we going to take action on them? Or are we just going to think about them all day? So your person right now is, I feel, contemplating doing something with whatever it is that they're thinking about. They're thinking about how they can be more generous as a person. So this may have something to do with the feminine, yes. And the only reason I'm saying that is because it's like they're thinking about the feminine. But this could be the other way around. Just let's not get caught up in the energies. This is the person you're watching the video for, whoever that is. But this to me tells me that your person might be really, really licking some wounds as well. They might have just come out of a cycle that's been very, very difficult. They may have been disillusioned somewhere in their life. They may have been kind of in a dream, and now they're starting to wake up. And now they're starting to look at life in a whole new way, and they're starting to think in terms of, how can I give back? How can I be of service? How can I do more? How can I make a difference in this life? It's not just all about me and my experience. It's about the world, like as a whole. There's some kind of change going on for this individual here. What about their heart space, their emotions? Let's take a look. We have the star's energy. It's beautiful. When I see the star, this tells me that there has been some sort of spiritual transformation. Your person has gone through some sort of spiritual transformation. And if that's not what you're seeing, what I'm getting here is that maybe what you're seeing is an illusion. Maybe this person really is going through something. You just don't have any idea. How could you really know if you guys are not speaking or talking? Don't rely on social media or other people to give you updates about this person. That's why it's so important to trust. Trust what you're sensing, trust what you're feeling, not what other people are telling you, not what you're seeing with your physical eyes in the physical world. Okay? So the star, your person feels inspired, they feel hopeful, they feel guided. That's what I see. They feel guided. Make a note of it. They're making a note of things that they want to change. This is someone who is becoming conscious of their choices, conscious of what they want to do moving forward, how they want to make a difference, how they want to live a better life now. This is definitely somebody who is taking note of the mistakes that they've made in the past, and they don't want to recreate these mistakes. It's not a need to be perfect. It's just wanting to improve as a human being. Outer circumstances. We have the energy here of the Seven of Wands, taking a stand, fighting for it, fighting to make changes. This person might be up against a battle or up against some energies that are really pushing back. Sometimes when we embrace change or awakening, it feels so good. It feels so amazing to be in that energy. But other people around you who are not ready to see you in this new light, and they're not ready to welcome or embrace the new you, may resist and may even challenge you and push you. So it seems like there's battles right from the very beginning. You're already needing to take a stand and defend yourself for your new ways of thinking or being. And that's what's going on for this person. Fake it till you make it. Interesting. This person is having to just get through shit. They may not want to fake it anymore. They may want to live a more authentic life, but there might be certain things that are standing in their way. Maybe it's business, okay? Sometimes there are certain things that we need to do in order to survive. Not all of us are ready to just let everything crumble down. Not all of us came here to be Christ, right? So So this is definitely an energy where somebody is just kind of going through certain motions in order to get past something or through something. So your person could be in an unhappy, let's just say, relationship or job situation or some sort of circumstance or surrounding in their life, and they're just trying to get through. They're just trying to get through. They're going through all of this major transformation, but there's only so much that they can do in the physical world. But they are wanting to take a stand, and they are wanting to make these changes, and I see that they are. What is the energy here of spirit, spiritual energy? We have the Six of Pentacles. So Spirit is offering assistance, okay? Spirit is definitely offering assistance to your person. And, interesting, helping them to clear the past. Unexpected help. Help comes in unexpected ways, okay? But this is Spirit's energy here. So spiritually, this person is going through some sort of major clearing of their past, major transformation, liberation, like that came up in the beginning of the reading. And figuring out moving forward in what ways they can give more. So your person may have not been the best giver or even receiver in the past. That was imbalanced. And now that they're healing and they're clearing these energies, moving forward, it's like they're going to be a better version of themselves, is what I'm seeing here. Very interesting. Okay, so let's take a look and see what is the energies for you, the person watching this video. What are the energies here mentally for you, the person watching this video? We have the energies of the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups says unfulfilled expectations. So this is mentally. And we have cloak yourself in light. So what I'm getting here, you guys, and that's probably one of the reasons why the Seven of Cups came up with the enchantment card and needing to rely on your intuition. Five of Cups. Five of Cups is what we see. Now this right here is not a good interpretation of what I'm going to speak about, because in the original Rider-Waite Tarot, it shows a really good depiction of a man who's standing there and looking at these three cups that have fallen to the ground and they're just spilled over, and he's just really unhappy. But there's these two cups that are to the side or behind him that he's not looking at, so he's not focusing on the correct thing. He's focusing on all of the negatives. He's focusing on what he does not have rather than what he does have. He's focusing on that spilled milk, that cup being half empty rather than half full. So this right here is telling me, the person watching this video, you might be struggling with that this week. Or this might be something that you are looking to improve in. Cloak yourself in light. See things from a higher perspective. Sometimes what we don't get is a blessing. Sometimes when things don't happen, there's a blessing in it. There's a silver lining here. That's the Five of Cups. You have to find the silver lining in the situation. But the only way that you're going to see that silver lining is to cloak yourself into that light and to refuse to go down the tubes in negative thinking. This sucks because I didn't get it. Well, this person isn't doing this and this person isn't doing that, or I don't have this or I don't have that. That kind of energy is just going to keep you dark. It's going to keep you stuck, and it's going to keep you down. Cloak yourself in light instead. See things from a higher perspective. This isn't about deluding yourself. It's not about telling yourself a fantasy. It's not about that. But it's not going to do you any good to focus on all the negatives either and stay stuck in that reality. Why not be in a lighter reality? Why not see that maybe this experience that you're going through with this whole thing, this whole situation, this person, whatever is going on here, is all happening for the best possible reason ever. Now, the thing is, we have to check in with our expectations. Some people are on certain types of journeys. Let's just say the twin flame journey, for instance. And they expect that this person is absolutely the person that they're going to end up with. Now, I'm not here to say that that is going to happen or it's not going to happen. As a matter of fact, nobody can say that. And whether that's true or not, it doesn't really matter. What matters is how you feel in this moment. So if that type of belief is just jacking up your world and you can't even put one foot in front of the other and you're just falling apart and everything just sucks, then that might not be a good reality to hang on to. So if you have to kind of switch your thinking a little bit, maybe kind of just accept that, hey, you know what? If it's meant to be, it'll happen kind of energy. That might be more peaceful for you. But when we're trying to force an agenda, or we absolutely expect that something has to happen a specific way, that right there is very dark ego energy. It's attached energy. So rather than being in that energy, try to see the good in the situation. The story doesn't have to be that you and this person have to live happily ever after. It doesn't have to be that, even though it could. And even though that glimmer of hope might keep you going in life, if that makes you feel good and inspire you, great. But if that tears you down, or it keeps you stuck, or it keeps you feeling like a victim, it might be that you have to look at things from a higher perspective. At the end of the day, you want to go with what works best for you, what makes you feel good. So if something doesn't make you feel good, stop doing it. Cloak yourself in light. Raise your vibration. Look at the situation from a higher perspective. When we're looking at situations from a higher perspective, we take our expectations off the table. Okay? Emotions. We have the Emperor. I love this. Masculine influence and power. Learn. Wow. God. This reading is incredible. Because what we had early when it came to the energy here of the lessons from the past, we had a feminine, and there was all kinds of things perhaps that were happening that we had to learn a valuable lesson coming from a masculine. And remember, it's already been written this way. You've signed up for this class. So if you're a feminine, you signed up for this class with this masculine. You're not a victim. You're not somebody that just fell into this experience. You were meant to experience this for whatever reason. You're meant to learn from it. Learn from it. Continue to learn from it. Rather than getting stuck in this expecting energy, waiting around, putting your life on hold, try to figure out how you can master this freaking lesson. The Emperor masters. The Emperor conquers, you guys. So learn from this energy here. Learn from either this masculine, or learn how to take power back in your life, to take the control back into your life rather than giving that power over to someone else. Really learn how to conquer in this life your emotions. That's why it's in the emotional position, your emotions, your feelings. This is about learning from your feelings, learning from your shadow side, learning from your darkness, learning from all of those triggers. They all have something very valuable to teach you. So be like a student and learn, okay? Don't waste time crying over all of this. It's not going to do you any good. Outer world, outer circumstances, environment. We have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles says opportunity. Now, this woman here, it looks like that's like a wheel, right? A wheel of fortune, like a little game, and she's going to spin that wheel. And there's this big question mark here. What do we do next? What do I do with this opportunity that I am faced with currently? What does this opportunity, can I learn from this opportunity? Or should I fall apart? We have talk shop. So this is the energy here of let's talk shop. You have an opportunity to do something here with what's been given to you. Some of you might decide to do something such as, and I'm just going to put these ideas out there because I hear many. Maybe you want to write about it. Maybe it inspires you to be creative. Maybe it inspires you to want to go into a healing practice to help others. Do something with this energy. So talk shop means in the physical world, this is an opportunity for you to really figure out, what am I doing? What am I doing with my life? What am I doing about my healing? What am I doing to make a difference? So you can spin this any way you want. That's the beautiful thing about free will. You can spin it any way you want. And you got to do what feels right for you at the end of the day. But there's an opportunity here. So just don't let it pass you by. Embark on a new opportunity to maybe learn something or do something, or maybe even teach others or help others or to inspire others. Give people an opportunity to learn from you by talking shop is what I'm getting here. It's beautiful. So if some of you guys have been wanting to take a workshop or teach a workshop, I'm getting here a specific energy and message. If that is something that you should do, and if you guys are wasting time worrying about this or being upset about this, really try to strengthen yourself by doing something else constructive with this energy rather than wasting this energy. And spiritually, we have the Hanged Man, suspense and waiting. I love the Hanged Man. It's a very spiritual card. Very spiritual card. Oh, I love this. You're not being given this connection right now for a reason. It's not happening for a reason. It doesn't mean it will never happen, you guys, but it's suspense and waiting. A lot of people want to know when. A lot of people want to know why. Now, the thing is, while you're in this energy here of suspense, I don't know what's going to happen, right? Don't waste your time on that energy. Do something while you're, I guess, waiting. Accept the gifts of the universe that they have to give you right now. This connection, this experience is a gift from the universe, from the divine. So take it and do something with it. Don't waste your time waiting in suspense and putting your life on hold. The Hanged Man is definitely an energy of a sacrifice. Sometimes things have to be sacrificed in order for something of a greater nature to come in later. So what we, let's just say, didn't get in the beginning, perhaps with this particular individual, maybe this is something that is going to come at a later date. Who knows? No one knows. I don't know. Maybe you know, maybe somebody else knows, but I don't know. And I'm perfectly okay in that energy. Because to me, if I knew all the answers, I don't know what life would be worth living for. I really don't. So I'm happy to be living every single day in this experience and this just experiencing suspense and not sure what the hell's going to happen, not sure what tomorrow is going to bring. But all I know is that I am going to learn something from it. I'm going to learn something from these experiences, and they might not always be pretty, and they might not always be fun. But sometimes those experiences are so freaking magical, it just blows your mind, and you just can't even believe it. So I'm ready for anything. Anyway, so that is the energy here of you. So let's now switch gears and see what your person's energy is towards you and this connection currently. So we're going to use 2 decks for this. We're going to use the Enchanted Love Tarot combined with the Vintage Wisdom Oracle cards. Okay, Jax just jumped up on my China hutch, and well, it's not China, I don't have freaking China, but that's what they're called. And he might knock something over, not glass, but these pictures that I have. So if you guys hear a crash in the background, that's what that is. Don't do it, Jax. Okay. What is your person's energy towards you currently? Okay. How are they, when they think about you, when they connect to your energy, what does this energy look like? We have compassion. The fact that we had the energy of mercy very much tells me, so we had 10 of Wands. Wow. Okay. I feel like there is some sort of an overwhelming energy that your person holds you in because of some sort of a cycle that either wasn't closed or some unforgiveness or unfinished business. That's just what I'm seeing here. I'm also getting an energy that they may have been overwhelmed or maybe currently overwhelmed, and so they want you to have mercy on them. They want you to have compassion for them during this period of time. Now, they're not asking you to put your life on hold and wait for them. It's not that kind of energy, but it's saying take compassion and mercy on me, okay? But I also do get this vibe that there may be this energy of unforgiveness, as in they never apologize to you. They may feel like you hate them. And this energy stresses them out. This energy stresses them out because they're not sure if you have compassion for them or if that you've forgiven them or if you feel good towards them. That might really cause your person a lot of stress is what I'm seeing here. 10 of Roses is 10 of Wands, by the way. I don't know if I said that. So I feel like your person is overwhelmed when they think about you. It's a burden. It's something that bothers them. It still bothers them. It still, to this day, bothers them. It really bothers them that this cycle here is just still something that just hasn't been closed up. So let's go ahead and now see what their emotions are when they feel your energy. What does this feel like? How does it affect them? We have the energy of power. Okay, so you guys, this is not an accident. The Queen of Wands already came through the reading here today. Okay, already came through. So I'm just going to pull it over here. That means something. The Queen of Roses is also the Queen of Wands. Queen of Force, the same thing in this deck. You're and it's not if you're feminine, but the person that you're watching this video for sees you as the Queen of Roses, Queen of Wands. So that tells me, and it says the leader, they see you as the person that is in charge. They see you as the person that's going to give the green light in this connection or not. Now, you may have already reached out to your person just for them to say no or not get back to you. So that message might not make sense to you, okay? But what I'm getting here is that you have a lot of power. You hold a lot of power over your individual here. And it doesn't mean you have the power over their free will, but they feel a very strong heart connection with you. Because remember, this is mental energy, but this is the heart space. Your person's heart space, they feel a lot of power still in their heart center for you. And the Queen of Wands is a very beautiful, magnetic, independent person who isn't going to settle for less. So they know if they were to try to come towards you or to try to reconnect with you or to make this connection work, that they better be ready to be your match. So they know it's going to take a lot of strength and confidence and power on their part to even make this work, because they sense your shift. They sense your growth. They sense your energy, and your energy is strong. Your energy is powerful right now. Very magnetic. So I feel like this person is definitely feeling your energy currently. It is overwhelming for them though, because it also brings through burden. It brings through pain. It brings through uncomfortable energy too. It's like it's Mars energy to me. It can be very passionate, but also very aggressive at the same time. It's kind of a double-edged sword there is what I'm getting here. So the message that I have for the people that are watching this video, since your energy field is so powerfully connected to this individual, it's not about minding your P's and Q's, but it's just be careful, because whatever energy you're feeling, you have the power to affect this person energetically. So be careful with it. That's all. That's why we have the mercy. Have mercy on this person. Have compassion for this person. If you're sending this person daggers, they are feeling it. There's nothing more that makes absolutely no sense to me when I hear this in the comments. Just all of these terrible, terrible things that you have to say about this individual that may have hurt you, may have created some sort of, triggers or trauma in your life. But you love them so much and you want nothing more than them to return to your life, yet you are just doing nothing but bagging on them and sending daggers and basically wishing death upon them. How does that work? That energy is not going to flow. That energy is very much going to put up walls and create all kinds of chaos and conflict within the energy exchange. So we have to be clear with our energy, with what it is that we want and desire. We have to be careful with our energy. Our energy can hurt or it can heal. All right, so the environment here. So what does your person truly want with you in this connection at this particular time? If they could have anything with you in the physical world, what would it be? We have gratitude. And we have the Two of Pentacles. They're confused. They're confused. So the Two of Gems is the Two of Pentacles. So it's definitely this confusion card, but we do have an energy of change. They want things to change. They want this juggling of going back and forth in this confusion to change. So they might not know how to make this change happen, and that might be the confusion there. And they might not know how to implement these changes. But they are grateful, though. We have gratitude. They are grateful that they have experienced whatever they experienced with you. They're grateful to still think about you. They're grateful for a lesson, perhaps, that they feel like you've provided for them. They're in a state of grace. So if this person could not apologize to you before. They could not see the error of their ways. I do sense a lot of radical spiritual changes, like a major epiphany or awakening or a change of life for this individual. And so now they're seeing perhaps everyone, and that includes you, in the state of gratitude. Just grateful that you were a part of their healing and growth and development in this life. So what they want with you is they want peace. They want change. They don't want to carry on this Ten of Wands burden. They don't want to carry on this feeling of unforgiveness, this uncomfortable, heavy feeling that exists when they think about you. They don't want that. Now, just because they don't want that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to do anything to make any changes towards that in the physical world, okay? They can technically do these changes on their own, meaning they can forgive themselves, they can work on that, they can just kind of come to terms and peace with it themselves. But I do see this person does struggle, and I feel like there may be some sort of energy that you're holding on to that is affecting this situation. So I feel like because the Akashic Library came up, that there's a lesson for people, because we had the man holding the coin. The man holding the coin tells me, let me just get back to it. The man holding the coin tells me that there's something in the physical world. This man comes within the physical world, okay, with something, an apology, or something of value with this lesson. It's in the physical world is what I'm getting here, because we have this energy here where this connection is just existing perhaps in some kind of higher realm right now. But this lesson, yeah, see the Seven of Cups, it's like all in the headspace. It's all in like maybe even 5D energy if some of you guys resonate with that, rather than in the physical world. But this queen, this which could be you, is trying to create some sort of change for this person to come back into the physical world in order to either apologize or to balance out this connection or to close up this chapter for some sort of closure and healing, this unfinished business that exists between the two of you. So I do feel like this person is being drawn towards you, and they're feeling all of these things because that's what you're kind of pulling from them. You're drawing them back into your world. It doesn't mean that it will happen, because again, we have to understand that this person has the free will to say that might be too much for them. That might be too much of a burden. I can't deal with that. I can't face that. They have the power and the right to do that, of course. But through your energy, the person watching this video, you are trying to create something for healing purposes. Now again, that Five of Cups energy, that's where we got to be careful. Do we expect something to happen? Do we expect, it would be great, right? It would be great. But take your expectations off the table. If what you want is healing, and if what you want is peace and balance when it comes to you and this person, you need this closure, you need something in order to kind of get a piece of your soul back, whatever it is that you feel is missing here. If that's what that is all about and it's unconditional, I'm getting the channel will be clear. But if you've got a lot of expectations on this and you want, and you need, and it has to be this way and it has to be that way, this kind of energy could work against you. So just make sure that your intentions are just unattached and unconditional. That's what I see. So at this present time, your person is conflicted with how they're feeling. They feel stressed, yet they feel a powerful connection towards you. They feel drawn towards you, and they are definitely going through some sort of an energy where they're just very grateful. They're very grateful for the experience. They're grateful for how you've changed their life. You've been a powerful, influential piece in your person's life, and that might kind of feel to you like, yeah, right, I only knew them for a short period of time, or they're not acting like that, or they act like they don't care about me, etc., etc. It's not about that. Remember, it's not about what you're seeing with your physical eyes. This is much bigger than that. It's telling you here that your person has had to come to terms with certain things, and they had to make necessary changes in order to be grateful for you and grateful for just being alive. So again, they had to get They had to be brought to their knees in order to see things from a different perspective. But they're seeing you as the Queen of Wands. I mean, and that is very positive. Very, very positive energy here. Okay, so what about soul? Look, innocence. Innocence, this to me is like the Six of Cups energy, so it's very nostalgic, very pure energy here. And we have the Fool. I feel like your person, and you know what, the Fool is actually innocence, trust. I feel like on a soul level, your person would like nothing more than to start over with you, okay? They would like nothing more than to go back to the way things were in the very beginning, before things may have gotten flawed or before things may have gotten destroyed because of certain people's behaviors or damage or whatever. They would really like nothing more than to just start fresh and start new with you. And I do feel like this person has started over in life. Now, you know, obviously if they're older, I mean, can't go back to, you know, being reborn, but you can certainly do that spiritually. It's like a spiritual rebirth has happened here for this individual. And they're just trusting that whatever is meant for them is going to just come about. So their unfinished business with you, the energy that they're holding towards you, they feel like through time and through spiritual guidance and through their newfound journey, that it's just basically they're going to come to peace and they're going to come to terms with what's happened between the two of you. So if they don't feel good right now, they are putting trust and faith in their current pathway that is going to get them to that feeling of either closing out this chapter and feeling good and forgiving themselves, or coming to peace with it, and or perhaps running into you at some point down the line, you know, because what this person really wants is they do want change. They want to feel differently. They want to see some sort of change in your connection. And they just trust that when the timing is right, it will present itself, or if it's meant to be, that will happen. That's what I get. So beautiful. All right, so what is your energy towards your individual? What is the mental energy here? We have nature. I love this. I love this. So you're literally just in this energy where you're just letting nature take its course. It's almost like you realize that your person, which could be a masculine, it's just the way the reading's coming up, masculine and feminine, you could just be realizing that your person had to step into their power. You had to let nature take its course, and nature taking its course is divine timing. It's not on our terms. It's on nature's terms. So you're coming to that resolution. You're coming to that conclusion that in order for your person to step into their power and to take responsibility for their actions, they had to naturally go through certain things in order to come to terms with that. Okay? So you're accepting is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, you've surrendered. You're surrendering. You've let go for transformation. Absolutely. And you're just supporting from afar. I just love this. Look at that. You know, you love your person, obviously. They're still in your energy field as well, just like you're in theirs. But you're surrendering with love. You're surrendering with love. You're surrendering with light. You're supporting them from afar. You're allowing them to do what they need to do. These are both masculine energies. The sun is masculine. Oops, and so is the emperor. So this is just telling me here that you're just, again, letting nature take its course. You're supporting them from afar. You're going to continue to do your own thing. What do you want in the physical world? Yeah, see, look, you're surrendering to divine timing. I just said this. You're surrendering to divine timing rather than fighting it. Yep, 7 of gems, which is 7 of pentacles. So rather than frustrating yourself by waiting, remember? And what's interesting, you guys, is that when we had checked into your energy field where you were at, we had this, where did it come up? Let me grab it real quick. 7 of pentacles. So that's a repeat card here. Do you wait, or do you keep spinning that wheel? Do you keep moving forward? What do you do? There's opportunities out there, right? But you'll miss out on these opportunities for change and for healing in other situations if you just sit around and wait for this person to show back up in your life. You're going to keep living your life. You're not going to frustrate yourself by waiting around. You're not going to frustrate yourself by focusing on just them. You're going to focus on your own life too. So what you really want to happen, it would be great, right? It'd be great after all this time for this person to roll back around. But rather than frustrate yourself, you're leaving it up to divine timing. So you're surrendering it with love and light. Soul energy. Dreams. And it's not surprising at all that dreams are showing up, because you're connected to this person through dreams, through your intuition, third eye, crown chakra, all of those things. You're definitely connected to this person in 5D energy, and they're connected to you too, because that's why that energy came through. 7 of Cups and the Moon's energy, as well as the High Priestess energy. There's the dreams and the telepathy and the higher form of communication that's taking place. Tapping into that energy is very strong at this time. So remember, this is an energy that's not meant to be explained. So if you guys are pushing to get an exact answer on this connection, stop. It doesn't work that way, okay? If anything, you're only going to confuse yourself or even take yourself off of your path. So really try to take things very fluidly, like this reading, for instance, like all of my readings, whether it's a general or a personal. Take it very lightly. Let it hit different parts of you, but don't absorb it 100%. Because when we absorb things 100%, we expect those things to happen. And if they don't happen, we're going to be frustrated. Or if maybe something challenging comes up, we're expecting the worst. Get out of that energy. Find the middle ground. Be balanced. So soul energy is still in that 5D energy. You'll still remain connected to this individual in this 5D energy. Nothing wrong with that. We have Princess of Roses. I love this here. This right here is the adventure. I love it. It's the Page of Wands. It just means you're going to continue to just keep living your life and doing you. You're going to continue to be inspired by this person is what I'm getting as well. Okay, so you're doing something constructive with this energy, with this inspiration, with this feeling that you have. You are letting it become your greatest muse. I always say that. You're letting it become your greatest muse. Hence why I have in my twin flame pyramid the paintbrush, because this is the ultimate muse. The muse of your life is this connection. So let's now move forward here into, let's take a look. What are the current lessons and ascension that is necessary at this present time? So we're going to go into the Healers of the Earth Oracle and the Light Seers Tarot. Wow, this reading's going to be long like it was last week, like an hour and a half. I can already see it. Indy, sorry you guys, Indy's going to try to jump on the computer, and then it's going to stop this reading, and then I'm going to be really pissed. Okay. What are the lessons for ascension in this connection that are necessary in order for things to grow and heal? So I'm going to be specific here for your person. Pick up your sword, take a stand, be heard, support a cause. All right, you guys. There's a lot of cards that are connected in the reading. When this happens, it's just Spirit's way of showing you just how the information is just coming through very loud and clear. Look at that. 2 completely different decks. Taking a stand, take a stand. Okay? That's not an accident. Your person right now, in order to ascend, in order to move things ahead, I mean, they're already doing some sort of deep spiritual work, but we're talking about in the physical world, okay? If they want to see some sort of change, perhaps in this connection with you, they do have to take action. They might be waiting for you to take action because they're afraid. They might be waiting for you, and there's nothing wrong with succumbing to, you know what, whatever's meant to be will be. There's nothing wrong with that energy, but if you want to see change, which we can clearly see that your person does want to see some sort of change, because when I ask, what do they want in the physical world? They want to see some sort of change here. Change. They do. They want to see change. So in order for that to happen, they're going to have to take a stand. They're going to have to pick up that sword and do something here. They're going to have to communicate in order to be heard by you. Period. But we have the 5 of Pentacles. This person at this time, you guys, feels like they can't do it. They feel shut out. You may have closed the door on them. So they might be stuck in that energy where they feel like because you've closed that door, they don't know if you want to hear from them, or they don't know if it's a good idea perhaps to reopen this door. They might even still be searching for answers. They may not be 100% right now. Even though we can clearly see that they've gone through a lot of spiritual transformation and they're doing a lot of healing and purging and spiritual work, it doesn't matter. They still deep down may be feeling some sort of wounds or emptiness and don't feel good enough, period. What else? With withdrawal symptoms, yearning, craving, pain over loss. So you guys, when it comes to your connection, they definitely feel affected by it. It already came through. Your person feels a strain when they think about you. They feel some sort of 10 of Wands energy. They don't like that feeling. So there is a withdrawal here. They do yearn from you or yearn for you. There is pain over this loss. There's pain over what's happened between the two of you. But again, they've got to be able to pick up that sword and take a stand and make something happen. Fight for it. That's what the Seven of Wands is. You either fight for something or you back down. Does your person have what it takes to fight for this? Right? Who knows? Do they or do they not? See, there's the 10 of Wands again, you guys. They feel, so it's just Spirit's way of telling you, it's not that this can never happen, but your person right now does not have the courage or the power or the strength to fight for this right now. They're fighting for themselves right now. They're fighting to keep themselves above ground and above water right now. So don't take this personally if you haven't heard from your person, or even in the future if you don't hear from them. This is not about you. This is about them. They're struggling on their own journey. They might have to go on their own for a while in order to find their way. Last message. We have moon magic. You know what's interesting is that the moon came up already. I associate the moon with dreams and also our subconscious. Sometimes that energy can be a little elusive as well, just kind of like, not sure, is that fantasy or is it real? What is this? But we have magic, sleep, dreams, rhythms, and cycles. So again, when it comes to your person, they are contacting and connecting their higher self and these higher realms of where your connection resides right now. Because we can already see that this connection in the physical world is probably not very active or active at all. Just depends on, who that resonates with. So the magic is being created in the mind, in the dream field, in the higher realms, right? So that is where this person is focused. So if they can't show up for you in the physical world, they can certainly show up for you in this other realm. Oh my God. Wow. I want to cry right now. The 10 of Cups in this higher realm, in this world, let's just say in this dream world, in this fantasy world that they live in with you, it's beautiful. You guys are happy. You guys are happy there. Okay? It's not 10 of Wands. It's 10 of Wands here in the earthly realm. But it's 10 of Cups in their mind. It's 10 of Cups in their dreams. So this person wants this to change. Fives are change, right? They want this to change, but they don't know how to make this leap in this particular realm. Okay? So in order for them to ascend, in order for things to improve in this connection, they're going to have to fight for it. They're going to have to take a stand. Absolutely. So that's a part of their lesson here, you guys. It's a part of their lesson in this connection. This is the way you guys wrote it. So if they don't take the stand, this 10 of Cups can never really be in their physical reality. It doesn't mean that they will never find happiness in another situation or another, person or, in their own life. It doesn't mean without you they can't have this happiness. But there is this beautiful 10 of Cups that's meant for them, that's connected to you, that they'll never be able to experience if they don't take a stand and fight for this. Okay? Wow. All right, let's take a look and see what is your energy here. What is it that you need to do in order to ascend, in order to make changes in this connection? Caught in her web, manipulation, drama, intrigue. Wow. 6 of Swords. Okay, I know exactly what this is. Remember when the Five of Cups came up, you guys? And remember the Queen of Forces. The Queen of Forces, the Queen of Wands. She's a badass, right? She is. But she can also use her charm and her power to manipulate. She can also get caught up in her own web. Six of Swords is a card of needing to distance yourself from any kind of energy that's dramatic, that's manipulative, any kind of energy that's seductive, trying to charm somebody to get your way, trying to create something, that kind of energy is not energy that's going to flow. Remember, that is attached energy. That is, I'm dissatisfied with what I'm not seeing, what I'm not getting. That is an energy of feeling slighted, of taking this whole thing personally. If you can't see things from a higher perspective, it's like you're losing the lesson of what this whole connection is all about. So if your only viewpoint and the only thing that you can see on the horizon is just, a physical union with you and this person, you can't see anything else, you're too fixated on a particular outcome to even maybe get there. So Spirit is asking you, think higher, think bigger, open your mind. It's so much bigger than that. Don't get caught up in this web of your mind of trying to manipulate some sort of change to create something that you feel like you need or want right in this moment with this person. So it might be that right now you're in this web, or maybe you've been in this web in the past, and it's really difficult perhaps to not get caught up in this web. Spirit's asking you, Six of Swords, cut it out, get out of this rocky water and move towards calmer shores. Disassociate yourself with any drama. I'm going to say it again, you guys. If you guys are connected on social media and you guys are freaking watching this person and their every move and everybody that's connected to your person, their moves, everything, you're just doing yourself a disservice energetically. All you're doing is you're keeping yourself attached in a low vibrational way that's not going to serve you at all in the slightest. In the slightest. Because what you're going to do is you're going to misinterpret information. You're just going to fuck yourself up and you're not going to help yourself in any way. I'm just telling you right now. So try to do what you can to disconnect from what you are seeing or the people that you're asking about or extracting information. And the thing is, some of us are just so blessed, and I'm being totally sarcastic here, to know people that know your person, and they just love to give you updates. You didn't ask, you don't want to know anything, but man, do people just love sometimes to deliver bad news or just anything that seems to be gossipy or drama. Something where they know that that bomb that they drop is just going to fuck you up. Some people just love it. So it is about disassociating yourself from those types of conversations or even people that would even want to do that to you. So there's some kind of energy that needs to be fixed here. Just saying. Sound healing. Exactly. Woohoo. What are we listening to? What are we listening to? So this is another thing. Sometimes we can listen to, this is just an example, certain songs, certain music that just make us feel we're drowning in the pits, we're drowning in emotions. It's just, we can't get out of it, right? We need to switch the vibration of what we're listening to. It could even be these readings, for instance. Maybe these readings do nothing but give you false hope and they're just more damaging than they are good. Like I said when we first started this reading, just disconnect, pull the plug, right? You got to do what you need to do in order to feel good for yourself. And so if that means disconnecting from my channel, I welcome you to do that. And I say that with love and light. I really do. So you've got to make sure that the sounds or the vibrations that you're feeding your ears, let it tickle your ears. Don't let it damage your ears, right? So really work on switching what you're listening to, what you're feeding your brain, what you're hearing. If it's somebody else, a real negative Nelly, or just a person that's you're just feeling crappy about even listening to them or even having conversation, disassociate yourself. You're not abandoning people. You're not slamming the door in people's faces and saying, I'm better than you, I'm more ascended than you. And it's not about judging people. But if your not a vibrational match, you're going to constantly feel that uncomfortable feeling. You got to pay attention to that. Energy doesn't lie. Oh my God. You guys, the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a card of needing to cut crap out because it is not serving you. All it's doing is it's just causing major confusion. Look at how confused this guy is. Look at those crows. Do you see that crow that's chirping in that guy's ear? You don't need that. You don't need this. Whatever that you're hearing or listening to or what's being expressed to you, this could be your own inner chatter as well. That needs to be changed. There needs to be some sort of sound healing here, healing tones. So maybe listening to some calm music instead of thrashy, crazy music. I don't know. Or instead of watching. And just so you guys know, I've never watched this in my life, but it's just an example. Not that there's anything wrong with it, and I'm not judging anybody for it, but I'm pretty sure that this show is probably very full of drama and dramatic like other reality shows are. And I watch The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, so I ain't no better. It's just I never got into it. Let's just say the Kardashians or the Real Housewives of whatever, Atlanta, Orange County, Beverly Hills, whatever. Those types of shows, as entertaining as they may be, a lot of that stuff that you're ingesting is just junk. It's just superficial, and it's, could be a lot of bullshit because we're having to do with image and fame and all these things that aren't actually real anyways. So just be careful with what you are ingesting. This could be talking to a friend that's just very dramatic, that's just constantly they need a therapist, but yet for some reason they feel like they should just talk to you instead. It's stuff like that. This is also an energy field of being connected to people that are doing more harm than they are doing good. So this is physically walking away is what I am getting here. And the fact that we have a 6 and a 5, that's number 11 to me. This is really, really telling me here. And I have 5 plus 6 again, number 11. This to me is something where you've got to go through this like transition. You've got to clear this energy in order to ascend to the next level. That's like your portal through to the next level. Yeah. And we have the energy of the Seer of Souls. Oh, see, okay. The person that's watching this video, you might be extremely empathic. So you're very sensitive. You're very energy sensitive. And so this is why this is so important to you, is because you're getting dragged in all kinds of areas. You're so confused. You don't understand why all of a sudden you just feel like you don't have that clarity. You've got to find a way to disconnect from something that maybe just is clouding your judgment or confusing you. Again, like I said, it could be some of these I don't want to say other people's, but my collective readings. If some of you guys are feeling confused, take a break or step away completely. I welcome you to do that, because again, there's something that's just not jiving here, or there's something that you might need to take a little bit of a breather from, gain some, get a little grounded, and then maybe revisit. Totally up to you. See, oh my God, I can't make this up. The cards do not lie. The 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords is a card of mental anguish, you guys. This is about being in a freaking nightmare, a loophole that you just cannot get through. So we need a break. All of these swords energy tells me, you guys, that this is mental energy. Mental energy, these are just thoughts. Thoughts can be changed. We can change our thoughts. When we change our thoughts, we change our world. We change our entire experience here. So whatever inner chatter's going on, or whatever you're being influenced by, whatever's energetically trying to take you down, or you're allowing it to take you down because you're subjecting yourself to it over and over again, needs to be taken care of in order for you to be able to move forward and gain clarity and gain strength. Now, it does surprise me because the Queen of Wands is who you really are. But you might not believe that. You might not believe you're the Queen of Wands, but you are. But as long as whatever this is, a belief system, or the way that you're thinking about something, or the way that you're attached to something, or the way that you're digesting something, that is what's screwing you up. It's just a thought, you guys. It's a thought. It's not even really anyone else. It's the way that you're choosing to respond or to deal with these outer circumstances. You have the power to change this. And when you do that, you have the power to change your life. So, all right, let's now, we're going to wrap up this reading at 1.5 hours. What is the energy here that exists between you and your person in the chakra energy here? So what chakra fields are connecting the two of you right now? This is the chakra mindset balance cards. So I'm going to pick 3. What is this energy here that's currently connecting you and your person right now? Okay, so we have creative. So we definitely have a lot of energy in regards to muse. I did bring this up earlier. Page of Wands, especially you, the person watching this video. So our thoughts are creating our reality. Okay, so you can either allow this connection and what you think about it and what you've experienced with it so far to create a beautiful reality, or you can allow it, you guys, to create this nightmare. The choice is yours. Do you want to create a beautiful dream, or do you want to create a nightmare? The choice is yours. The Seer of Souls, remember it was connected to the 9 of Swords. Sensitivity, empathy, and understanding. You've got to understand this, that you have the power to make these changes. You. Some of us might be sitting around and thinking, if this person would just change, or if this person would just make contact, or if this person would just come back, then I could be happy. Or if this other person in my life would do this or do that, then I could do this or that. No, that's not the case. You on your own have the power to make any changes that you want. And until you believe that, you'll stay in this 9 of Swords energy. So you're here as a soul to see through this delusion, to see through this truth, to see through this earthbound truth. You know, a lot of us get tied up here when we're here in this realm, this earthly realm. But you're here as a spiritual being to see the truth, that we're all souls, that we're all energy, and that you can break through this paradigm anytime you're ready and start creating the life that you came here to live. So you and your person are connected in this energy. You guys are thinking, see, you have divine purpose. Again, everything that's happening to you has been done on purpose. There is a purpose for it all. It's already been written. This is crown chakra energy. I mean, this is like universal energy. Higher thinking, elevated think, elevate your mind. That is what's happening here. So elevated thoughts. So you and your person are kind of balancing each other out with your thoughts. What they're thinking, what you're thinking, you guys are playing off of one another. So some of you guys could also be picking up on your person's because you're so empathic, your person's energy. So you've got to also find a way to, try to differentiate between your energy and theirs. And I know I'm going to get a lot of questions. Well, how do I do that? Look it up. There's all kinds of spiritual teachers out there that work with energy. I highly suggest seeking that out, or taking a workshop on energy and how to protect yourself. Last one. Oh, we have see, you guys are receptive to one another. This right here is the sacral energy here, sacral chakra. So you guys are also connected in a sexual way. So physical body sensations, things like that are also happening here. So we have thoughts. We have higher realm, which a lot of 5D energy came through this reading. And then we also have the sacral chakra. So you guys are very receptive to one another right now. You guys this energy is very, very sensitive, going back and forth. So you guys are communicating right now through your inspirations and through your spiritual ascension right now. And of course, there could be some physical stuff going on there too, but not really in the physical world, if you know what I'm saying. So anyway, so now let's go ahead and wrap up this reading because it's been really long. What is the most important thing that Spirit wants you to know and understand about this connection this week? What's the most important thing that they want you to know and understand this week? This is called the Moonchild Tarot. And we're going to combine it with I always forget the name of this. What is this? Hold on. Work Your Light Oracle cards. Same artist, which is Noel. Hold on for a second. Danielle Noel. But This is from Rebecca Campbell. This one is from Danielle Noel. Okay, what is the most important thing that Spirit wants you to know and understand about your connection this week? We have interesting that we just talked about this, boundaries. Okay, even though you and your person are very energetically connected, and even though you guys came into this lifetime with a specific, role to play in each other's lives, there's also a need to set boundaries. Okay, so this is about protecting yourself. This is about establishing your own experience while you're here on this planet. Your entire life is not based on this connection. It's not based on this person. So if you guys are making your entire lives based on this particular connection, you're only doing yourself a disservice, because you have your own identity. You have your own life to live. You have your own mission as well. Now, maybe perhaps later on, after there's healing and the two of you merge together, if that's what's happens or meant to happen, then fantastic. But in the meantime, you're really doing yourself a disservice if you don't put up this healthy boundary for yourself and make sure that you live your own life and that your energy is your energy and their energy is your energy. So if you're trying to invade their energy space by sending them energy that's manipulative, trying to get them to do things, that is an energy that's going to work against you. So make sure that whatever you're sending is very unattached, very unconditional. And it works the same way. Whatever you send out, you're going to get back. So if you're sending daggers, you might get that back. And that's not going to make you feel good. Four of Wands. Yeah, Four of Wands is a connective energy. We also have 1111 showing up here. So Spirit wants you to know that this is definitely a spiritual connection. It's just a highly connected energy, a highly connected soul level connection. And there's a foundation that has already been previously built. And you guys are continuing to build in this life. You guys are laying bricks of this foundation in this life. So whatever you guys built up in the previous life, you guys are here and you guys are continuing to build this. It's like you guys are continuing to build this home, this palace, this beautiful, and you're doing it together. You have two souls that are together here for the same purpose. Now again, we have our own individual journeys though as well. Even though there might be a common goal here, we still have our individual lessons and energies to navigate. So we've got to put those boundaries in place. We have the King of Swords and the Moon Child. Wow, this to me is the masculine and feminine here, okay? The moon has come up very many times in this reading in different ways, feminine energy. So the King of Swords right now needs to, what does the masculine have to do in this energy, the person that you're watching this video for, if that matches? He's got to pick up that sword. And what is the feminine doing in this energy here? She's receptive. She is here. She's absorbing, but she has to absorb and put up her healthy boundaries to where she doesn't absorb it all. She doesn't take all of the responsibility for this connection. This King of Swords does have to take a stand and fight. He does have to take some sort of action. So don't rob your person of doing what they need to do. Don't jump the gun. Don't try to make it easy for them. You're not punishing them. You're not playing games. But let's just say you feel inclined to perhaps fix this situation, but your person has done absolutely nothing in the form of trying to rectify anything that's happened or taken any responsibility with what's happened. It might be best to be receptive and kind of pull back and wait for this person perhaps to come around and come to their own conclusions. People are only truly sorry when they come to their own conclusions, not when we're forcing a conversation or reconciliation, prematurely. So just remember that. You've got plenty of time. You've got this lifetime, you've got the next lifetime, and maybe the lifetime after that, because you had the lifetime before this one too. So this is just it's just a continuous build in this connection is what Spirit's saying. So get strong now. Put those boundaries up now. Because, for some of you it could be a while. It could be a while. And let's end the reading here with maybe some possible unfolding energies of the future. This right here is the Marchetti Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. And this is the Oracle of Visions by Ciro Marchetti. All right. What are some upcoming energies? What does the upcoming energies look like? What is the upcoming energies of your person towards you? Okay. Really examining themselves, looking at themselves. 4 + 1 is 5. Making some sort of changes, perhaps. Really taking a good look in the mirror. Queen of Swords. Wow. Well, the King of Swords just popped up here. The King of Swords, in my opinion, is strong enough to face the Queen of Swords. He's strong enough to face the Queen of Swords. He can deliver some sort of truth. That is his match. He can face her. He can face that queen. But we have the Page of Swords. I was just going to say he can face that queen, but damn, the Page of Swords is no match for that queen. So Spirit wants you to know, I feel, that your person is growing into this King of Swords. They're growing to the King of Swords. They have the ability to become the King of Swords, but maybe perhaps in the near future, they might still be that Page of Swords. They might decide to just I'll just kind of hang out and see what happens, or I'll just kind of take some time and just think about things. Yeah, I think I'll just kind of stay stuck for a little while. I think I'll just keep it to myself, Two of Swords. I think I'll just stay stuck and not make any decisions. So again, Spirit at the very end is just kind of telling you that, again, this person has to come to their own conclusions. This can't be forced. This is something that's going to take some time. And I know if you guys are tired of hearing that again, that means you're not living your life. If you're living your life and you're doing your own thing, and the outcome of this connection, it's like it doesn't really matter. It doesn't define your entire life. Then there's nothing to be sick of. There's nothing to be sick of, because this connection obviously is timeless. So it's just something you either understand or you don't. Anyway, super deep reading. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't and you didn't connect with it this week, there's always next week, or the Flame Friday, Twin Flame reading on Friday. All right, you guys take care. Bye-bye.